Mic check, mic check. Microphone check, 1, 2. Okay. It might help if I turn my mic on. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out why y'all can't hear me. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on? I can't hear nothing. And then I look, see, and I ain't got my mic turned on, man. I'm tripping. Now, like I said, when the mic was turned off, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Man, hopefully y'all had a good day today. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome, but I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande. That's just Big Spot if you don't hablo Espanol. And you're in tune to another episode of Drum Roll, please. The intro day. Price. Action. Recap. Let me take me a sip of this water real quick. Ugh. That's some high quality H2O right now. That's some high quality H2O. Yeah, man. How y'all doing today, man? Let me see who up in here. Y'all drop something in the chat if you on the tube so I can see who up in here. Shout out Miss V. I see over there inside the Zoom. I see Deborah in the Zoom. That's all we got in the Zoom, man. Slim Pickens in the Zoom tonight. We got Sarah over there on the tube. We got Here to Learn and Share over there on the tube. That's all I see in the chat. Slim Pickens over there tonight too. I guess everybody got used to me not showing up. So it is what it is. It is what it is. If you are a part of the conquer the Asian set, if you are one of the Asian assassins, that's what the group name is. The Asian assassins. If you are one of the Asian assassins, right? The individuals who are partaking in the Conquer the Asian session Zoom interactive series. What did I call it? Video conference. If you have joined that, the slots are full. There's no more slots available. Like I told y'all, I'm not doing no, hey, I just looked, I just checked with my people with this freaking ad. I put this thing on conservative. I checked with my people and they said that we had 10 more slots. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't no more slots. The slots gone. The slots have been taken up. Now, what I was saying is, if you are part of this, right, I'm doing a live stream tomorrow night at 7 p.m. This is going to be the first lecture, if you will. My life has been crazy, right? My life has been crazy. I'm supposed to be pre-recording these lectures so that you can go through them in your own time before we start the series on May the 12th. My life been crazy. Been working on the house. I got a teenager just graduating. I got a lot going on, right? And then I still got to be a father and a husband. I got a lot going on, right? I trade. I do this in the evening. I tape read with the gang. I do a lot, right? So I don't be having time to be doing this all day, right? So what I'm gonna do, this first session is going to be for, I know for a fact we got one person that's not in the gang that joined, right? And I don't know their ICT level. So this first live stream tomorrow night is going to be a just a overview of what videos in my library you need to watch to get a Cliff's Notes version of what the ICT concepts are, what are PD arrays, how to find them, whatever. And then I'm also in the live stream, I'm going to lay out how I use them, right? It ain't nothing magic. It ain't nothing new. It's the same thing that I put out during the Mama I Want to Trade series. It's the same thing I put out during the artery and price action series. It's the same thing that I put out during the boot camp, right? The same information, the same way I use it. This right here is just an introduction to it for people who's never done it, and then people who understand it, like the gang, but you need a refresher on like, hey, what do I need to focus on? This is what it's going to be. And then I have four, I think it's 4 lectures that I have ready to go. Let's see here. All right. And then I have, yes, I have 4 lectures here that I have ready to go with in slide format. Now, the one tomorrow night, I don't have a slide format for that. I'm just going through and I'm going to be pointing to, hey, these are the videos you need to watch based off my YouTube series. And this is how, I put the stuff together in my mind every day to make it make sense. And then I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to pre-record these and drop them, or if I'm going to just do a live stream, you know what I'm saying, for each one. A live stream. I ain't gonna say each day, but you know what I'm saying. And then there's one more that I've been trying to put together as far as, identifying rejections. There was at a request of one of the members. Still trying to figure out how to put that together in lecture format. I know what I want to say, but I just need to try to get like the slides put together to make the slides make sense with what I'm saying. But if I can't, I'll probably just end up doing a video and, without the slides, but just breaking it down, via the charts. Anyway, pull up tomorrow at 7. There will be a Zoom link shared inside the Conquer the Asian session chatter rat. The Asian Assassins chat. This is where the link will be. No, Asian Zooms. I'm sorry. Inside this Asian Zoom links, it'll be shared inside the Asian Zoom links, and it'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Be there or be squizzy. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. Did something happen in price today that caught somebody off guard? Did price do something today that you just wasn't expecting? Did you say, hey, I'm expecting price to do this, and price did that, right? Yes. Vamsy. Is that Vamsy? Am I saying that right? Vamsy. Okay, you're bearish. Okay, Vamsy, what did price do to catch you off guard, Vamsy? Hola, Valentine. Bamsy. You know what, Bamsy? I don't feel like waiting on you to type. So, Bamsy, I'm going to share the Zoom link in the chat. And I want you to click on it, get on the Zoom link, and then talk to me so I can hear, you know what I'm saying, you explain what are goings on. Are you able to speak right now, Bamsy? I mean, Vamsy, I'm sorry. Are you able to speak right now? Can you click on the Zoom link and unmute and talk? Where is my freaking Zoom link? All right. I had my Zoom link open. You know what? I put it in the Discord. I know that's where it is. So I'll go into Discord and I'll copy it. Copy link. All right. Boom. Click on that link right there, Vamsy. And anybody else who want to unmute and ask a question or share an opinion, just don't click on that link and come on here and let the bird out the cage. Throwback gang. Y'all remember when that man gave us, he came in there with his hot dog in the hallway? Who in the throwback gang remember when that dude pulled up with his hot dog in the cage? He had his hot dog in a cage. His hot dog had on a mask, looked like what was that? Mankind. Was that Mankind that used to wrestle? He used to have like that mask around his neck. I mean, around his face. Was that Mankind that had a mask on his face? Is that who that was? What wrestler that was that had a thing on his face? You remember that, Sarah? That man pulled out, man, had his chorizo. That man had his chorizo all out in the public. It looked like it hurt too. I said, what am I looking at? I said, wait, is that and Calandra was trying to click it off. It's asking for commercial Zoom sign in to log in. What? It's asking for commercial Zoom sign in to log. What you mean commercial? It's asking for what? Gang. Did they ask y'all to a commercial sign in or something? Did they ask y'all to sign into something?
Didn't ask me. I just clicked on it.
Uh-oh.
It didn't ask me either.
Vamsy trying to let his bird out the cage. You trying to let your bird out the cage, Vamsy. That's why it's at. Uh-oh, now I know. Now I know. It's asking because Vamsy trying to let his bird out the cage. Let me do this right here so y'all don't think I'm just sitting here Ignore y'all. I'll try to fix that. They ain't got that shit crazy. All right. I don't think do it. Let me edit anything. Edit. No, I can't edit right here. Okay, meeting details. All right, require. Oh, it's a. Oh, right there. I can't change that. It's a require authentication to join, and then oh, just say Zoom sign in. Oh, so he don't have a you don't have a Zoom account. So that's why, because that's checked. That's checked, and it won't let me. Yeah, it won't let me change it. All right, sorry, Vamsy. It won't let me change it while I'm mid Zoom. So if you don't have Zoom, then it's not gonna let you come in. But Vamsy was bearish and the market wasn't. What made you bearish, Vamsy? What made you bearish? Let's go ahead and get to it, man. Vamsy said he was bearish. Vamsy said he was bearish. Anybody else got chopped up? Anybody else want the market to go down and then the market went up?
Nah, I'm just letting you know I'm here today, though. I missed a couple of sessions.
It said yes. We used to that. It said yes. Daily candle was kind of big wick. That candle had a big old wick. They answered in the chat earlier. Daily candle had a big wick. So this wick right here made you want to be bearish. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Vamsy and everybody else. All right. Let's talk about it, Vamsy and everybody else. Yes, and you're looking for it to fill the gap. Right? Now, thing number one, right? Thing number one. When we have a rejection like this off of a high, right? What is your reasonable target? Somebody let me get my soundboard together. So if I got to hit my sound effects, let me get my soundboard together. All right. Via Zoom or via YouTube chat, right? When you have a rejection of a high, what is your reasonable target you can expect price to go to?
The low that sent you there.
The low that sent you there. Shout out light-skinned Deborah. Don't matter because both of them fine. And Valentine. Right? Whenever you get a rejection off of a high, right? You can expect price to reasonably trade back to the low that sent you there. Right? It doesn't have to get there, but you can reasonably expect it to go back to the low that sent you there. And once you get to that low that sent you there, that low is your what? That is your what? It starts with an A. That is your
anticipatory reactionary point.
Anticipatory reactionary point, which means once price gets there, you want to just wait to see if price wants to continue or if it wants to reverse and go back to opposing liquidity. Now, that's first things first. That's the first thing you always want to remember when you're interacting with a high or interacting with a low and you reject it. Once you get that rejection, you want to look for price to have a desire to trade back to the low or high that sent you there. Okay? Now, second thing, right? Second thing you always want to remember, whenever you have a gap up or a gap down, right? If you have a gap up or a gap down, that gap up or gap down, you want to look at it, especially if it's the same, like same color. Like if we got a up close candle and then we gap up, you want to look at that gap up as one continuous up close candle for the time being, right? For the time being, because the algorithm is just continuing that move. You see what I'm saying? The algorithm don't care about our man-made stops that say, hey, we got to stop trading here, right? It's just showing you that it was super fragilistic expialidociously ready to keep going up. So if you're looking at that as one continuous move, right? Then once you get here to your anticipatory reactionary point, you're not really looking at this as a inefficiency, right? You're not I'm looking the wrong way. You're not looking at it as an inefficiency. And my fancy dancy is not on. I got to turn it on. I see Jim was in the chat, and Jim gonna be busting in and be like, damn, I can't see your little red thing that you use to turn on your cursor. Boop, right? So you're not looking at it as an inefficiently delivered area, right? Why? Because in this case, we've offered sell side delivery, right? And we've offered buy side delivery coming up. Okay. So you're not looking at it as an inefficient area, right? Why is that, Tim? Because we efficiently delivered all of this over here, right? And then we traded down into a bullish order block. And now we're just expanding back up through this efficiently delivered area, right? So you're not looking at this as an inefficiency, right? Yes, there's a liquidity void here, but at this point in time, you're not looking at this as an inefficient area and price, because we're trading inside this efficiently delivered area. And now price is trying to get up out of here in a hurry. Okay. So you don't want to try to force the bearish narrative. Okay. Don't want to try to force it. That's thing number two. Thing number three, right? Thing number three, anytime you're in a buy program, you want to look for opportunities to buy, right? You want to look for opportunities to buy. So you're not trying to force a bearish narrative. You can trade against the grain. You can trade bearishly, but you want to do so within dealer ranges inside lower time frames, right? You don't want to try to force a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute bearish narrative on a daily time frame when the daily is in a buy program, right? And when we talked about this right here was possibly our smart money reversal, right? For the daily. We said this right here, we was looking to see if this was going to be our low risk buy. And we said once we break above, really above this, if once we break above this high, that will confirm that this was our low risk buy, right? And that's when we'll know with more certainty that we are on the right side of a market maker buy model. Understanding that being on the right side of the market maker buy model can take you but so far, because the algorithm could realistically draw all the way back up to here and just be retracing back to a very deep OTE to sell off, right? Which I won't lean on personally because we are so deep in discount, right? We're so deep in discount. We have come down to a monthly anticipatory reactionary point, and the daily has switched to a buy program, and the weekly is starting to respect the lows, right? See how we come below this low, got up off it. Came below this low, got up off it, right? We're starting to respect the lows. We're showing the shift to want to go to the buy program on the weekly. So everything below the monthly is starting to shift to a buy program. All right. So the daily is on a buy program. Okay. The daily is on a buy program. Why do we say that? Because, like we said, we had our potential smart money reversal. We came back to the sweet spot for selling off. And then when we traded back down, we stopped at the order block, refusing to take that low, letting us know that, yes, that is our smart money reversal. And then we're waiting for this to prove to be our low risk buy, right? We was talking about that as we came in. And then on Monday, right? On Monday, we came in and said, hey, right? We were looking for price to maybe try to draw down here into this sell side, right? Because we had traded back up to our sweet spot, traded back up on the weekly. We did whatever we doing, right? And we were coming down, but we said, hey, this is a bullish open to a week. This is a bullish open to the week. And I said, okay, we're not just going to say that. We're going to understand. Either this is a bullish open of the week, or it's so bearish that we're not even going to try to take out some buy side. We're just going to open and go straight down. And as you see here, we came down into a discount, taken out sell side liquidity, right? We took out sell side liquidity, took it out, right? Reversed, right? Reversed, pushed up, retraced down. Now we're pushing back up, right? So what do? We are still confirming the buy program. All right. So in the beginning of the week, we said, hey, we're in a buy program. So that should tell you I'm looking for reasons to buy, right? You could have sold this day. You could have bought that day. You could have sold this day. You could have bought that day. You could have sold this day. You could have bought that day. You could have sold today. You could have bought today. However you want to trade. But throughout this entire week, spam risk, right? Throughout this entire week, we said that we were in a buy program, right? Shout out. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jada. Jada pulled up and said, hey, Tim, we're still not looking for that sell side down there. I said, at this point, I'm not. At this point, I'm looking up because we're bearish. I mean, we're bullish. We're bullish. We opened up bullish, right? And we respected this discount PDub rate. So I was like, I'm looking up at this high right here. I'm not looking down at that low. I'm looking at this high. When I hit that high, then I'm looking at this high, then I'm looking at that high. I'm looking up because we're coming into the end of the month, right? We're coming to the end of the month, and I'm not looking for it to make a lower low. Okay, we've sold off. We've done our selling off, and now we're getting ready to close this monthly candle. And I'm not looking for price to make a lower low on the monthly. Could it? Yes, it could. Right, but I don't care. I buy them, I sell them. I'm not a bull or a beast. I mean, a bull or a bear. I'm a beast, right? I buy them, I sell them. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days left in the month, right? And I just don't see us making a new low to close out the month, right? Think about how candles are formed, right? When you distribute, you close off of the low or off of the high. You know what I'm saying? You open, you come down, and then you close off the low, right? Even if you're super bearish, you come down and you close off of the low, right? Yeah, price can do what it want to do. It can come down here over the next 4 trading days and come down here, make a new low and do what it want to do. But right now, the way this week was going, we should have been looking for reasons to buy in the discount of a dealing range if you're going to trade in the direction of the order flow, right? If you're going to trade in the direction of the order flow. Now, let's go into price and see if what session do you trade, Vamsy? Do you trade the New York morning? Do you trade the London? Do you trade the New York afternoon? Do you trade the what session do you trade? The New York morning? What's going on, Chico Dread? What's up, Kim? Vamsy, I know I ain't do all this talking and you gone. Vamsy, me and you gonna fight if I did all this talking and you go. Oh, New York morning. All right. Now, let's go into the New York morning and see if the New York morning offered any opportunity to buy or sell. All right, let's go. We're gonna set it. We're gonna do you pre-market or just after 9:30 open? Do you look at pre-market or do you just look at after 9:30 open? Right. So I just set it for the kill zone to the morning kill zone from 7:30 to 12. And let's go down. What time frame you trade? What time frames you be looking at, Vamsy? Okay, 9:30. Okay, you trade options. All right. So 9:30, open on it. Okay. Okay, so let's put together. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Let's go to a 15-minute chart so we can get our 9:30 line. Right? We get our 9:30 line, 9:30. That's 9:15. This 9:30 right here. That's the 9:30 open. So we're going to come here. Boom. All right. So Vamsy, right? Based off of, all right, this not, so I'm gonna put 9:30 to 12 so it only highlights 9:30 to 12 because you say you do options and you only look from 9:30. Right. So 9:30 to 12. Okay, this is the window right here for the New York morning session there. All right, so based off this is the daily open. Let me move this. Well, I'll just leave it there. That's 15-minute fair value gap there.
Tim, you say 9:30 to 12 is the New York session, or you just taking part of the New York session?
The New York morning session.
Okay, 9:30 to 12, the New York morning.
Yeah, New York morning. Open at 9:30. Lunch start at 12. Right, and then lunchtime 12 to 1:30. Then afternoon session 1:30 to 4. Right. Everything from this red candle here inside this gray rectangle, that's our new day opening gap. Right? That's our new day opening gap. Remember what we said when we come up, right, and reject the high. We closed yesterday here. This was yesterday's high, right? This is our rejection right here from here up to there. Let me get this out of the way. All right. From here up to there, that's our rejection wick, right? We rejected a high over here. All right. What do we say? The reasonable expectation after rejecting a high is to come to the low that sent you there. That's the low from yesterday, right? What is that also? What's that also the low of? Somebody tell me, what's also the low of? What is that also the low of?
That's the low of the dealing range.
That's the low of the dealing range. Shout out Jim, right? Shout out Wells J Rock. Shout out Here to Learn and Share. I think Wells J Rock and Here to Learn and Share copied off Jim because they popped that in after Jim said it. But I'm gonna give y'all credit too. That's the low of the dealing range. Okay, so you got the low, right? You got your dealing range here, right? Now that we're starting our day right there, this is our dealing range. As a intraday trader, this is the area that you're looking for trading opportunities. Why? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers, because this is your current dealing range. So this is where you're looking for trading opportunities. Okay, I see a commercial popped up on my YouTube again. Get out of there, commercials. All right, this is your trading opportunity inside this dealing range. So when we open our day, okay, what do? We open up and coming into going through the Asian to the London session right here around 4:30, we come and engage the low that sent us here. So what does that mean now? We have reached our anticipatory reactionary point based off of this rejection from yesterday's daily candle, right? So since yesterday's daily candle, it has done its job. Remember, Vamsy. Remember Vamsy? You said based off the daily candle, you were bearish, and you wasn't wrong. Why? Because with this rejection, you should look for price to reasonably draw to the low that sent you there, right? So right here at 4:30, that daily candle has done its job. Boom, it's over. It's done. The job is done. So now you're at a point where you're waiting for price to give you a clue. You look, I just spit on my screen. I hope y'all didn't see that. Right? So you're looking for a clue, right? What clues are you looking for? You're looking for a price to let you know if it wants to go down or go up, right? It's looking if it wants to go down or go up. So we trade into the low, right? We trade into the low, okay, at 4/30 high. And then we reject the low and get a bullish break-in market structure, right? We reject the low and get a bullish break-in market structure. All right. So now, while we're getting that bullish break-in market structure, right, we get a inversion fair value gap. We get a slew. We get a whole slew of breakaway gaps, right? Where price don't try to trade back into them. A slew of breakaway gaps. We get a bullish fair value gap. Okay. We get a bullish fair value gap. And then we get a bullish change in the state of delivery. Okay. We get, let me do it like this so we can see what goes on right here. Okay. We get us a bullish change in state delivery. And then we get a bullish we don't need this right here. Get out of here. break and market structure. Uh-oh. Where's my break and market structure line? Oh, there it is. All right. Okay. So once we reach our anticipatory reactionary point, we reach the destination that this daily candle had established for us in a breaker, right? Daily candle has established for us. Now we get one type of change in the state delivery. We get another type of change in the state of delivery, and we get an actual change in the state of delivery, right? So that means we have gone from bearish to bullish, right? After price has completed what this daily candle said it should do. Okay. So now that you have a change in the state of delivery, breaking market structure, bullish breaker sitting right here, right? Shout out to people who want to point out the breakers. Boom, bullish breaker right there. You got a slew of PD arrays just overlapping there. Not just trying to point out like all the PD arrays. I'm pointing out the order flow type stuff, right? Order flow type stuff is you got the inversion fair value gap. You got the change in the state of delivery. You got the break in market structure. This is order flow type stuff where, you know what I'm saying, you're showing something here. And then yeah, the break in market structure, that right there lets you know that there's a breaker there, right? Lets you know that there's a breaker there. How does the break in market structure let you know there's a breaker there, Tim? Because that high broke that low. So when you trade back above that high, that means there's a breaker there. Why? Because you got a low, a high, a lower low, and a higher high, right? So if you know that there's a bullish break in market structure, you know that there's a bullish breaker there, right? How just like the change in the state delivery. I didn't say, hey, you got a bullish order block here. Why not? Because I said this is your change in the state delivery. So you know that that change in the state delivery is also the bullish order block because it's the opening price of that bullish order block. That's what the change in the state delivery is. Okay? Everybody clear? Good! Now that we have this here, we now know, hey, we're on the right side of a market maker buy model. Why is that? Because we've come to a completion. We came to Picasso's house, right? And boop, 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 completed what this daily candle said it should do, be bearish wise. And now we're back in a buy program, which aligns with what? The daily. The daily is in a buy program. So now the 15-minute is in a buy program. And they're on one accord now. So I got a break in market structure here. Now I need to be looking for an opportunity to buy in some sort of a discount, right? But Tim, it's not time for me to trade yet because it's not 9:30. Okay, we're going to wait on time because time is king. All right, because time is king. Okay, so when we get ready here, so what do? We got our break in market structure here, right? We hit our new day opening gap from today, right? Hit our new day opening gap from today. We don't take out the high right there. We don't take out the high. That gives us relative equal highs there, right? And then we trade back down where? To our change in the state delivery, back down into a discount. But damn, That's not a discount. We came from all the way down here, and price went all the way up there. That's not a discount. Yeah. Guess what you're forgetting? Little Timmy Rogers, right? Down here, we offered sell side delivery, right? We offered buy side delivery here, right? Then we expanded up there. So from all of this down here, that right there, that's all a balanced price range. Because when this balanced price range right here, right? Sell side, buy side, sell side, buy side, sell side, buy side. Then we left that area. That's a balanced price range after we leave that area. Once we left that area, what do? We offered sell side delivery, right? Once we took those stops, what do? We offered buy side delivery right back at that balanced price range. So guess what now? We've offered sell side and buy side in this area here. So we're ignoring this right now. We're not going to anchor our fib there. No, not us. We're going to anchor our fib over here to the area that left this area there. And when you look at it like that, guess what you did? You came down into a discount of that price leg. You came down into your change in the state of delivery, AKA order block, right? And then we went back up, right? Offering sell side and buy side, right? And now we offered sell side and buy side here, and then we left that area. And then we started to consolidate where? In our new day opening gap, where it all started from. We started right here, right? We started right there at 6 o'clock, okay? So once we left that area, we have us a little balanced price range right here, okay? Then right here at 9:15, we trade up above this area, leaving this area, this little consolidation. We're done with that. Leave this little consolidation right there. Boop, pop above it. When we open up at 9:30, what do? We drop back down into the order block. And then, I'm gone. So I will say, based off of just, watching price today, right? And trading for myself today, you had to be very confident in your analytical skills to try to participate inside this move right here, right? You had to be very confident. The only reason I chose to participate in this move is because everything I just said, we've been saying it over and over and over and over and over every single day, what we've been looking for, right? I'm looking up to the buy side, right? That's what I was looking for. And I was confident that price was ready to make that move, and then make that move right now, baby, right? So if you wasn't confident, this little pullback into that order block right there, that was your only true retracement on the 15-minute to participate in any of this right here. On the 15-minute in. So for this 9:30 to 12 window, when you be trading options, that first 9:30 pullback right there on the 15-minute, that was your only true pullback to say, hey, I'm going to buy here, right? Other than that, you would have been needing to look at lower time frames, right? 5-minute ain't really even do it, right? You got to be looking at low time frames, trying to just get on board right here, right? Right, this right here, this is very far in the move, right? This is very far in the move, but this is an opportunity if you believe that, hey, We've got above this 5 minute. I expect this 15 minute to become an inversion, right? I expect it to become an inversion based off the 15-minute chart here. Let's look at that 15-minute, right? I'm anticipating this to become an inversion. Well, Tim, why are you anticipating that to become an inversion, right? This right here was the start of our day, 9:30 day to day. If we look back over here, right, we've traded into this SIBI once, twice already. We've already, you know what I'm saying, utilized this SIBI to push us down into the sell side liquidity, right? We traded there one more time and we traded to the sell side. So now that we've done what we're supposed to do and switch back to a buy program, I'm not looking to hit that and come back to the sell side again. I'm looking for this to become an inversion fair value gap, right? So here, when you're on the 1 minute, right? If you've done your analysis, right? If you've done your analysis, now you can say, okay, we have created an inversion fair value gap on the 5 minute, traded all the way up above consequent encroachment of the 15 minute. So now we're trading back down into this 1 minute fair value gap, right? And I'm expecting this to become an inversion. So if I don't take this, I'm definitely gonna take that, right? Why is that? Because we're up here, right? We're up here above the 15 minute and we're about to close a 15-minute candle. I'm anticipating this to become an inversion. So if I don't take that, I'm definitely taking this, right? So on the 1 minute, if you trade early 9:30, this dip below 9:30 there, sweeping out that quick little sell side there, that was a nice turtle soup, right? This right here was a nice trade into an order block right there below the 9:30 open. Both of these, that turtle soup, order block, both of those are but not below 9:30 entries. This here, this is an entry. This is a more aggressive entry, trusting the inversion fair value gap. This right here is a test of the soon to be inversion fair value gap. And then anything above that, you're just chasing price at that time, pal. You're chasing price at that time. So that's it. I mean, that's it. If you was looking for it to be bearish, right? Those are the signatures that you missed. That the job was complete. The bearish job was completed during the London at 4:30, and then the algorithm has showed you I'm ready to go up well before 9:30 had started, right? Well before 9:30 started. It gave you a break in market structure, traded back down, refusing to take out the lows, right? Letting you know that we are on a right side of a market maker buy model, right? And if we zoom all the way out, right there, Bob's your uncle. Boop, market maker buy model and out. This is just on that piece of it right there, right? That's on that piece of it right there. And if we zoom out even further, right, on a 15-minute chart, right? If we zoom out even further on the 15-minute chart, we was talking about market maker model, done so. Now it's done so with tonight's with tonight's action there. So this is we finished it. Did we finish? Oh, we just finished it tonight. Look like we just finished it with tonight's price action. Let's see here. We just finish it with tonight. I get to stick to the top. Get out my way drawing. Up, come back. Okay. And we finished it like right at the end of the day, right at 4 o'clock. Boom, market maker model complete. And I'm out like less. And I'm out. That one there complete. And this one here is the bigger market maker model based off the daily, right? Looking at our daily chart. Remember we said that was the smart money reversal, right? That trading above this gave us the confirmation of the low risk buy, right? And this right here made that our first area of reaccumulation. Like this first area of accumulation there, I like to say re when it's on the right, right? Remember we talked about we're going to get either redistribution or offset distribution. And what did we say we were getting? Once we looked at it, we said we didn't say we was getting anything, but we said we could possibly get. We said we can possibly get redistribution or offset distribution, right? Which one did we get? Which one did we get? Which one did we get? You're welcome, Vamsy. This was our area of accumulation. So which price engine model did we get? Did we get redistribution or offset distribution? Deborah, talking to you. Wake up. Which one did we get?
Yes.
What did we get? Did we get when we said this was our area of accumulation? Did we get reaccumulation or offset accumulation? Which one did we get? We said this was our smart money reversal. We was anticipating this to be our low risk buy, trading above that high would be our confirmation because we was looking at this to be our area of accumulation on the right. So I like to say reaccumulation. And we said, well, now that we're here accumulating, we're either going to get reaccumulation or offset accumulation. And then before trading above that high. So which one did we get? Did we get reaccumulation or offset accumulation? Here's your area of accumulation. That's the high that we took out. Which one did we get? Did we get the reaccumulation or offset accumulation?
Look like offset to me. That's in a whole nother area.
Offset. You said a whole nother area. Wait a minute.
Now I say
it was right with the offset, but
yeah,
where did that
offset.
whole nother area come from?
Don't worry about that part.
Where did the whole nother? This sounds you guessing.
No, I ain't guessing. That's offset.
I'm just gonna give you the horns. I ain't gonna give you the claps because that sounded a little guessatory. We got offset accumulation. Now, explain to me what offset accumulation is then. Deborah. Miss V, you in there quiet. Don't try to sneak in there quiet. Miss V, what is offset accumulation?
I'm sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay. There's a signature in price what has the same name as a traitorous, backstabbing, greedy person in the Bible, right? That signature shows you a visual representation of what offset accumulation is, right? So we go down to take sell side, we go up and take buy side. What is that move right there called? What signature is that? Going down, take a sell side, then reversing and taking buy side. What is that called?
Judas swing?
A Judas swing. So when you see a Judas swing, that is a visual representation of the price engine model known as offset accumulation when it's a bullish Judas swing. If it's a bearish Judas swing, that is a visual representation of offset distribution, because offset distribution is taking highs. When you're coming out of accumulation, you're taking highs and then immediately taking lows. So that's offset distribution, that's offset accumulation. So we're accumulating and then we take lows and take highs. So that price engine model out of this area of accumulation is offset accumulation. Now, if we accumulate and never take out the sell side, and then we blast off and then trade back down to the area of fair value, that's reaccumulation, where you expand and retrace back to the accumulate. That's reaccumulation, right? But when you take out the sell side and move up, that's offset accumulation. The price engine model, offset accumulation. Okay, so we was in our area that we was anticipating this to be our area of accumulation, smart money reversal, low risk buy, accumulation, right? First stage accumulation, whatever you want to call it, right? We was waiting to see, do we get offset or do we get re? And we got offset, right? So now trading above that high, right? Now, once we hit that high, now we know, hey, that was our low risk buy, right? That was our low risk buy. And since that was our low risk buy, where's the target for an entry off of that? That would be your target there, right? You can take something off there because you trading above a high, right? But now that you took that, right, came back and it took that high. So now algorithmically, price should not come back to that low or that low, right? Because now we have confirmed the smart money reversal. Once we came here and went there, that was confirming the smart money reversal, right? This right here, we anticipating that to be the low risk buy. We went into our first stage of accumulation, then took out that high. Now we confirmed that low risk buy, okay? And now that's our first stage of accumulation. So now we should not take out that low without taking out that high, right? If price wants to give you a deep retracement, you can take out that low, right? You can take out that low. Why? Because this is your dealing range from this low to this high. And this low right there is now internal liquidity for the entire dealing range because we've expanded the dealing range up. So now you got this smaller dealing range inside this dealing range. So this is internal liquidity. And if price wants to give you a super deep retracement, right, it can trade down here. But since we have all of this area of accumulation there and it's very efficiently delivered, that would just be manipulation. That wouldn't be algorithmic because the algorithm is showing you this is very efficient. And that's why it cut through this like butter. It just, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. It just kept moving. It wasn't even trying to retrace and give you an opportunity to participate. It's letting you know I'm going up to the buy side. Liquidity. That's where it was going. You know what I'm saying? That's where it was going. That's why I say you had to trust your analysis today because it wasn't no retracing and coming back to get you. You just had to realize the algorithmic signatures and get in early or just be like, hey, man, I'm cool. Y'all do what y'all do. Right? Any questions, man? It's 7:04. Any questions? If y'all like this, man, y'all share it with somebody who y'all think will get something out of this. What's going on, Joker? Appreciate you for pulling up. Hey, Tim, what's up? Offset accumulation is the same as AMD? No, it's not. Offset accumulation is a price engine model, right? It's a price engine model. You have offset accumulation, right? Where you consolidate, take out sell side, take out buy side, and continue up. That's offset accumulation, right? You got reaccumulation where you consolidate, take out buy side, trade back to an area of fair value and continue up. That's reaccumulation, right? You have offset distribution where you consolidate, take out buy side, take out sell. Was I saying that wrong last time? I feel like I was saying that wrong. That's offset distribution, right? And then you got redistribution where you take out sell side, come to an area of fair value, go down. That's redistribution, right? AMD, that is the verb of the power of three, right? The power of three is the noun, right? The power of three is the noun. This is the now, right? What makes up that power of three? When price accumulates, price manipulates, and then price distributes above lows or highs. That's what makes up the power of three. So the AMD is price action that makes up the power of three, right? You're going to accumulate, right? You're going to manipulate, right? And then you're going to go somewhere and distribute off of some highs, right? Or you're going to accumulate, you're going to manipulate, then you're going to go and distribute somewhere below some lows, right? So AMD is price action, actual price action moving around, and offset distribution is the price engine model that's responsible for moving the price around, right? Makes sense? Just like I said, a Judas swing is a visual representation of what offset distribution or offset accumulation is, right? Because the Judas swing is the actual price action moving, right? This is the Judas swing, boop, boop, right? Sell side, buy side, right? But the price engine model that got you there was offset, right? See, consolidate, right? Take out sell side, buy side, and then move up, right? That's the price engine model that's moving it, right? That's the price engine model that's moving it. But the actual price action that's happening, yes, you have some accumulation, you got manipulation, and then you got distribution way up here somewhere. Once you get above highs, right, and distribute above highs, right? Like get above this high and you distribute positions, right? So you got your accumulation, manipulation, and then your distribution up there, right? Even right here, you got your accumulation, manipulation, and when you go above this high, distribution. Boop, see that hard little move off of there, right? Some positions was being distributed above those highs, right? You're welcome, 80. 80, we miss seeing you in class. We're missing you. I'm going to give your seat to somebody else. Matter of fact, I ain't going to give it to nobody else. I'm going to sit it outside and lock the door. Hey, y'all got anything for me, man? Do you have anything for me? Shout out to everybody that pulled up with your hard-hitting answers tonight. What's up, E-Rock? E-Rock, what you laughing for? What's going on, man? Y'all ain't got nothing for me? Okay. Again.
Tim, that was good. That the first time I actually understood, or it landed with me as far as offset and yeah.
Y'all give it up for Deborah, man. Deborah says she just had her aha moment when it comes to offset and distribution, accumulation, and redistribution and reaccumulation.
Yeah.
That's why we do this, so people can get their aha moments and they know how to internalize it in them, and they can make their spouses proud, and he can say, damn, my baby. Oh, going up yonder. No, I was singing Rough Side of the Mountain. What it's called? I'm going up on the rough side of the mountain. Yeah, I don't know the name of it. I just call it I'm going up. Going up yonder is I'm going up yonder. That's what that is. Nope, you ain't here learning. I'm putting your seat outside. I'm putting your seat outside. Hey, that's it, man. I ain't got nothing else away. I mean, I ain't got nothing else. I'm reading, don't give away my seat. I read E-Rock Dollar, don't give away my seat. If you are part of the Asian Assassins, right? If you are part of the Asian Assassins, we are doing a live stream tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. We're doing a live stream tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. And what this live stream tomorrow is for, anybody who's absolutely new to the concepts. I know there's at least one person that I believe that's absolutely new. I don't know who they are. They're not in the gang, so I'm just assuming they're new to the concepts. I'm going to go walk through the prerequisite type stuff, what you need to understand before May 12th, right? What playlists you need to go through, what videos you need to go through. It's going to be the Cliff Notes versions of it. Then I'm going to break down how I tie everything together on a daily basis, like the concepts that I use on a daily basis. This is what I use every day when I'm watching price, right? Right. That's what tomorrow's live stream is going to be at 7:30 p.m. And then I have right now I got 4 lectures already put together. I still don't know if I'm gonna pre-record them or if I'm just gonna do it live and y'all can pull up and just watch the replays, right? Because I'm recording tomorrow night. You can watch the replay if you can't make it, right? But I wanted to record them pre-recorded so it'd be nice, clean lecture type without all the extra antics. It's just the meat and potatoes where you can study it and be ready. But my life just been lifing and I ain't had time to like really be, you know what I'm saying, recording nothing. But May 12th ain't here yet. Um the 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 program sold out before April 30th. So nobody else could get in. Ain't no more seats. I'm sorry. So yeah, either these 4 I got one more. I haven't made slides for them. It's about identifying rejections before they happen, right? Rejections is sort of like a hindsight thing, but there are things you can look at to anticipate the rejection. And I know, you know what I'm saying, what I want to say, I just ain't got no slides to like really put it together. So I may just do that one without no slides. And since they showing another ad on my YouTube, I'm just gonna stop it there. I don't know if y'all saw that ad at the same time, but yeah, 7:30 tomorrow. Pull up, and yeah, man, that's all I got. Matter of fact, let me do this right now. Um, while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I don't have a thumbnail for it. Uh, I don't have a thumbnail for it. That's all right. I just need that for the YouTube video. Yes, save that. Get somebody screenshot that. Get somebody screenshot. So, what's tomorrow? 25th. All right. So the all right, the link has been shared inside the Discord. for tomorrow night. The link has been shared. If you go into the Discord and look under the channel that says Asian Zoom links, it's inside that channel right there. Right, that's the link to the Zoom call for tomorrow at 7 p.m. If you can't be there, don't worry, it will be recorded to the YouTube channel, and you will be able to watch the replay on YouTube if you can't be there. If nothing else, and all hearts and minds are clear, right, we'll call it there. Again, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with your boy on this Thursday afternoon. Did somebody say I heard something? Was somebody gonna say something?
Oh no, I'm just gonna say thank you, Tim.
You're very welcome, Miss V. And you're welcome to everybody else. Right? Do you have the code for 90% off for Apex? If you use my link that's in the description, it'll apply the 90% off. Like whatever, like whenever you use my link, it applies the highest discount that's available. Like whatever they're running at that time, right? Whatever, if they're like whatever they're running at that time, if they're running 80% off, it'll get you 80. If they running 90, it'll get you 90. If they run like whatever they running, if you use my link in the description, down there, it's let me see here. Right. So just because I don't have like a easy, I didn't like apply for like a easy code, like you know how people like put in such and such for the best thing. I just got like a generic code that that they gave me. I wish you could see the whole thing. I don't know why you can't see the whole thing there. But that that ain't what I want to do. Back up there. But yeah, if you click on that where it say get funded with Apex, it'll apply the what's the name? Because my code is like some ZB something. It's like ZY. It's like ZYWWMIBQ. It's some weird code that they gave me, and it's running out in 4 hours. So go ahead and do it. Right, click on that link, and it'll go there.
Tim, you mean to be muted?
Am I muted? You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh.
I wasn't saying nothing. I'm like, wait a minute, I've been muted that whole time. Like, wait, what? Okay, I was like mild. You probably seen me mouthing. I was like, when I be concentrating, I start mouthing sometimes. Like I be mouthing what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. Now you muted now though.
No, man, that's the YouTube that y'all.
Oh, that's a video you watching.
That's just the screen.
Oh,
I put the link in there. So that link that I just put in there, I tried and it still asks me for a code to give. It should have put in. All right, at the end of all right, let me put the because it should have applied it straight to because it said, let me see, it's different ones. All right, so customer page right here, using coupon code. This coupon code will be shown on the home page. It's saying it'll be shown on the home page. It didn't show. All right, that's the code right there. Did you see that weird, that Z? I just put it in there. That ZYWWMIBQ that didn't show up on the home page when you tried to do it. Let me see here. Let me copy this. Let me copy this. And then I'm going to open up an incognito browser. And then I'm going to paste this in the incognito browser and see what it does. All right. Boom. And okay. I see it up there, but it's not. Yeah, you're right. I don't see nothing there. All right. Let me go down here. Just pick one. Web charts. Oh yeah, it don't put it in there. I don't know why it said it was gonna be on the home page, but it ain't up there. All right, I'm glad I know that now. I'm glad I know that now. Yes. All right. So, and then it puts the check there. So yeah, I pasted in the chat. All right. Yeah, I pasted in the chat, and then you just put it in, and then that again. I don't know why it said because it says it's supposed to. It says use. It said this coupon will be shown on the home page, and that's the way That's what I clicked, and it didn't do it. Right? Cause you say your affiliate link here. Then it say. Then it says this is your coupon code. It says this is your coupon code. And then it says using this code. Right. I don't know why it don't, but we got it now. And then let me go. I'm gonna update the thing and say use this code. All right. Appreciate you for um pointing that out. Appreciate you for pointing that out. All right, man. That's it. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. If you got something out of this, please share this with a friend. Tell them to come tap in, soak up some of this good game. If you did get nothing out of it, I'm sorry. I'll do my best on the next time. Anyway, till the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing that we call price action. Y'all remember, it's your boy Timothy V. Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande. That's just Big Spot if you know Habla Espanol. Y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man.